Hi guys, Eric Pathy here at Pickdawgz.com. Doing this video earlier. It's 4 o'clock. The second set of NFL games have just started. I got to tell you, Al, I normally I don't talk about my games on your video, but they're going to know anyway. What do you think is worse to a gambler's psychology? Winning it, losing a game on a Hail Mary, having a blowout from the beginning to the end. So for me, I had two plays on my dime club today. I had
No,
Miami
no. I mean,
minus five and a half.
it's different for different people. Some people hate it when their team had no chance from start to finish. Whereas
Right.
for me, that's what I want. I mean, I didn't have the game, but like if I had the Tennessee Titans today plus 6 and they lose 25-3, that's easy to live with. The hard game that would be to live with would be one, for example, the Jets Falcons, right?
Oh,
Where the
thank you.
Jets were, I'm
Thank you.
sorry, right? Yeah, because it's like the Falcons are covering the spread, for most of the game. They
Well,
they
how
were
about
down 7.
Miami? How about Miami?
Oh, Miami,
Miami.
correct. Yeah. Exactly. So for me, I would rather lose a blowout, but for a lot of guys, they hate that part of it. They'd rather like, well, at least I had a chance, or at least I was in the game. How could I have a team that had no chance? So it goes both ways. But I you don't think about the games that never had a chance. Can you can't get the ones that were fuck jobs out of your mind.
Exactly. Like I had a client text me and he goes, "We're looking good," and I'm thinking, "Don't do that." And then I get the text right around 4 o'clock. What happened? It's like the game wasn't over unless you're betting the first half, guys. This is one of the reasons why I don't watch the games. And because again, and like people really like I look at the Don Best screen, but I don't watch the games because it would drive me absolutely crazy. I get a lot of people enjoy this. Let's talk real quick before we're doing this video for December. It's hard to believe it's December 1st. Last year, you averaged about 650 games in college basketball. Right now, you're about 109 games into the season. So, for people that are new and are watching this for the first time, we talked before we went on air, it was not a November to remember, but let's hopefully make it a December to remember. You're only 1/6 in to your volume of college basketball. And just to refresh my memory, same thing happened last year around the time of Mitch's passing. We had a bad little run there that one week where we were, I think, 16-29 or whatever. How was December in terms of just flat wins and losses last year?
I can look. 114-72.
114-72. And one of the clients that's a member of the All Access, and I love discussing this here with you. He's going to watch this video as well. Should I continue to play Al's games? And my response was, look at the overall.
I was gonna say it's his money.
Well, it's his money, but the reality is that it goes back to we're not going to name this capper. You and I, we're not naming this capper on this video. There's a capper you and I both know that could not win a fucking baseball game if he tried last season.
One of the best handicappers in the country too.
And he was known to have a great baseball record. And now the guy can't lose a football game, and everybody threw in the towel with him in baseball. And now they all want to be his best friend again. So, go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, I mean, look, it's we had this discussion a few months ago, and I get it. It's I take the long view, the clients take the short view. That's just the way it is. I mean, I look at thousands of plays. I'm going back, like the record, we're up, what I mean, it's ridiculous. If you look at thousands and thousands and thousands of plays, it's 4,582 and 3,742 plus 264 net games, right? That's the long view. If you take the short view, which clients usually do, it's been ugly. All I can say is I've been handicapping 47 years. I'm doing the same thing over the last, 2 months that have sucked that I did over the last 40 some years that have been great. So it is what it is. I'm not changing. I didn't forget everything I learned in 47 years in the last 2 months. So if someone wants to play the games, that would be great. If someone doesn't want to play the games, I just say it's their money. I mean,
You
that's the
know,
way I look at it.
there's a what I've come. Obviously, you deal with clients via email and text message, and I know some people will call you. Obviously, my business model representing your product is to deal with everybody intimately, multiple times a day, either FaceTime, phone calls, and it's interesting, and this is a psychological thing that I just don't understand. It's like somebody contacted me today, and they were like, "I'm really upset, and I'm upset that you're not upset." Like they wanted me to feel the way they felt. They wanted the communal. And I said, just because you think I'm a cool cucumber doesn't mean like this is my livelihood. This is my
Oh yeah,
business.
exactly. Yeah, I'm upset, but I mean,
And they come on here
I'm
and they
not.
watch these videos and they say, you guys are joking around and you're small and like you're not taking it serious. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, that's a misapprehension. I mean, obviously, I wear this on. I mean, I get down, I get depressed, I lose my own money, and I mean, it's all of the above. But I'm not the type of person to go in front of a TV screen and act like a child. So
Exactly.
that's
So
just
for
the way I
all you
look at it.
guys out there, we're betting these games. We're rocking and rolling. What I will say, and again, just it's something that I said to the client today, which was he's a long-term client, almost been with us since the beginning. Not Brett. Brett's our main beginning guy, first guy. But and he watches all these videos. But I said to this client, I said, we keep records on units. We started with a baseline of $100,000 the way I do it, going 1% to 10% of capital. And we hit a high number from 100,000 all the way up to 717,000. And then we went from 717 down to 550. If you're with us from the beginning, you're with us from the beginning. Now, obviously, if you joined week one of this NFL season, it's a completely different matter. But what amazes me is the clients, and this is what I always say. Duke May, rest in peace, used to say they never win as much as they should win on the winning streaks, and they lose more than they should lose on the losing streaks. It sure seems that way because what happens is I find myself in a situation where gamblers will just they'll say things like the client says, "I don't want to hear about last season." Okay, well you were involved. You made those units. I only want to talk about now. And at my
I
attitude,
just think it's a different question. I think everyone asks the wrong question. I mean,
okay,
and I see your side, I see the client side with both of that. But today, the way I look at this is like, I'm Dave Roberts, and I have to choose who I want to put up at the plate to bat.
right,
And you guys might recall during this playoff season, I think Shohei Ohtani was, what was he, 2 for 19 at some point
right.
during he wasn't hitting. Like, you're putting up Shohei Ohtani. It doesn't matter that he's 2 for 19 his last 21.
Great
So
point.
if I'm someone who is in the market for a handicapper, I'm looking at who have been the best handicappers over a long time. I'm not chasing a guy who is, the flavor of the month that's 24-3, his last 27, who was also, 500 and 500 his previous 1,000. So that's just the way I look at it. There are a lot of good handicappers at Pickdawgz. I would go with a good handicapper. I would look at long-term records. And if a guy, I mean, there's a lot of good handicappers over at Pickdawgz. You've got Brian Bittler, Ron Romanelli. I could go on and on and on. And, like, for example, Brian has been red hot, right? He's had a bad 6 days.
I know. Don't worry. They let me know.
Right. So like, you have to look at the long term. You can't say, oh my God, he's lost over the last 6 days. Yes, we lose. We don't win 365 days a year. We don't win 12 months out of the 12 months. It's just part of it. It sucks. I mean, I've been doing this for 47 years. I wish it wasn't this way.
I
And it
mean,
sucks.
listen,
But there
to
are good handicappers and there are not so good handicappers. And I consider myself one of the good handicappers. So that's all I'll say.
so do I, which is why we're sitting here doing these videos. It's why I'm dealing with the clients and I'm being their shrink for the last 2 weeks, which I'm fine to do. what I would say though to the people that are watching these videos is you just made an analogy that I never even thought of, which was like, who would not put Shohei up on them? Like, okay, he's 2-19. I mean, I love that. I never even thought about that because you are right. There's the flavor of the month, and there's also the constant not in recognition of what a winning percentage is in sports, which, as you discussed, Mike has discussed,
Yeah, I
is
was just going to
50,
bring up Michael. Yes, I mean you have to look at thousands of data
56%,
points. It's
57%. I mean, you know, and that's the thing. Like I tell a guy, oh, the hottest capper I know, you're paying him to lose 43% of the time. He goes, what do you mean? It's like if you really flip it the other way, that you're really paying a good handicapper, a Shohei, right, is still going to lose 43% of the time,
well,
44%
yeah,
of the time.
the best hitters in baseball will get out, 70% of the time. So,
Exactly.
but
And I think
but yeah, you just all I'm trying to express is the long term is more important. I know that's for clients. It's all today and yesterday and this
correct.
week, but the long term, when you're looking at what is somebody's skill, that's what's important.
Exactly.
Anyway,
And,
we could beat a
and
dead
like I
horse.
said, like I said, for all you guys, it's December 1st. Last year he was 114-72 in December, coming off a rough end of November. And we didn't make it a November to remember, but we can definitely make it a December to remember and march into the new year. With that being said, Al, what are we looking at this Monday? As we didn't discuss it prior.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of torn between two plays in this Monday night football game. Um, Maybe I should just give out both. I'll
Go
just give
for
out
it.
one. I'll just give out one. Because I didn't know whether to give out the side or the total for free. I'm going to give out the total for free. We're going to take the under. Um, the Giants non-division games, 66-38 under the total. Their last 104. I'm not going to give away the secrets, but this game falls into a really good Monday Night Football system, which has the under. I'll take the under 46.5 as the free play.
And we're looking at the Giants Patriots.
Giants and Patriots under the 46.5.
Under 46.5 is your complimentary selection. Guys, reach out to me for the all access. Hope you enjoyed the video, learned something about the psychology of betting in addition to the free selections. And as always, good day and good luck.